Mystic Rose and welcome to my channel. So today's pick a card is going to be all about how do men view you. And I'm really excited to look into this. I'm going to be using a few different tools for divination as well as my intuition. And if you're new to my channel, welcome, and please consider subscribing. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here with me. I love you so much, and I appreciate all of your support. If you would like a further personal reading, you can find information in my description box below on how you can obtain a personal reading from me. Let's go ahead and get started on today's pick a card. How do men view you? Hello, and welcome to your pile selection. So, if you are drawn to this blue moonstone, you're going to choose pile number 1. If you are drawn to this geode, crystal geode, you're going to choose pile number 2. And if you're attracted or drawn to this red jasper, you're going to choose pile number 3. Alright, so if you need more time, you can go ahead and pause the video. And if not, we'll go ahead and get started with today's pick a card, all about how do men view you. Hello, pile number 1. So if you were drawn to this blue moonstone or image number 1, you're in the right place. I am going to draw from one of these oracle cards to begin with. So I'm just cleansing the energy of the decks. Spirit, please be here now with me as I deliver messages to pile number 1 about how do men view them. Please help me to deliver these messages with clarity and accuracy. Thank you, Spirit. So what I do is I always shuffle until I get like this tingling sensation in my heart chakra, and then I know it's time to stop. Okay. We've got She Who Doubts, Enid. Fear, wariness, and trust. Enid. This card really reminds me of the fact that when some men view you, they're thinking about that you have been through so much in your lifetime, and people kind of view you as the wounded warrior in the tarot. You have emotional scars, both visible and invisible, that have sometimes held you back in life. And you are learning about self-esteem, and you are learning about life. And sometimes men view you as somebody who has a hard time trusting people. So maybe they view you as not being able to trust them. Maybe you've been hurt by men in the past, and because of this, men are able to pick up on this in your energy, in your vibratory field. And so Enid is all about she who doubts, fear, weariness, and trust, having trust issues with men. So I really do feel that for some of you in pile number 1, you have been hurt by a man in your past, or many men in your past. And so there is this kind of caution when it comes to men, that they can pick up in your vibratory state. All right, let's dig a little bit deeper into this. I'm going to be using my Unity deck, which I created using my own digital art. If you're interested in purchasing a deck for yourself, You can find information for that in my description box below. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I kind of feel like men view you as very successful, and in a way, like you don't even need a man, okay? They view you as very, very independent, having a very independent nature. Some men may even be very highly intimidated by you and by your aura. It's the way that you look at them sometimes, is what Spirit is telling me. Is that sometimes you look at men kind of like, I don't know, like it conveys that you're a little bit leery, okay? And also that you don't need a man for providing and taking care of you, because by the looks of it here, you have an income that is steady and you are taking care of yourself. So whether or not you have a man in your life, you're going to be okay. Whether men view you in a good light or a bad light, you're going to be okay either way. I feel like for many men, when they look at you, when they see you, or upon first meeting you or talking with you, they may feel like you're someone who expresses yourself, and you really can intimidate men because you speak your mind, okay? And you speak your mind with a lot of truth, and sometimes it's a little too much truth, and it can be very blunt. Okay, you could have Gemini in your chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Air signs can tend to be a little bit blunt in their delivery when they're speaking, but even if you're not, I feel like you embody the energy of an air sign. And when I say that, what I mean is that you really do speak your mind, and this can really intimidate men sometimes. But once they get to know you, they really can tell that you're very caring, very nurturing, and very, very open. It's just that you initially give off the vibes of like, it takes a while to trust you, to trust them. It takes a while to open you up. Okay. Yes, you speak your mind, but you don't let people see your softer side. You don't let men see your softer side until they earn it, in a way, until they earn your trust. All right, now let's get into the Light Seers Tarot and see what the Light Seers Tarot has to offer. All right, so Spirit, how else are men viewing pile number 1? They see you as well liked. They see you as somebody who has a lot of options. Okay. Many people want to pursue you, or at least that's how you're being perceived, is that you have a lot of options to you. And this can be intimidating to men too. Some men won't approach you. If you're a female watching this, some men will not approach you because they're too intimidated. They feel like you're on a level above them and you're out of their league. Because maybe you are either in the spotlight or somehow really well liked by people with the star. Very popular. And they just feel like they cannot compete with you. With the Page of Swords, you have a lot of men that are spying on your social media and just kind of looking at your picture and wishing they could approach you in a romantic way. Because with the Page of Swords, that can also talk about sexual thoughts. You really do exude a sexuality that gets people it gets them riled up, okay? And people are looking at your photographs and being like, wow, she's very beautiful. Or even if you're a man watching this, like, you have other men that think, wow, this person is quite attractive, okay? Men view you as someone who is not afraid to start something new. You could be an entrepreneur, and you could be known for starting new things on your own. The Fool is never afraid to start something new. And you're very brave. And men view you in this light that you're very, very brave, very strong, independent. The Six of Swords. I truly feel like with this card, many men know that the way that you are is such that you're not going to tolerate any negativity or ill treatment. Okay, you are not that kind of person to tolerate that, and this is intimidating. So many men are noticing that you kind of are a bit feisty, pile number one. And then we've got, these wanted to fly out here. We've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Men see you as a go-getter, okay? You're a planner. You're someone who thinks ahead. And they see you as very abundant, reaping the rewards of your hard work. You're someone who is flourishing, thriving, not just surviving, but thriving, okay? And men see you in this light. All right, now I'm going to get into the channeled message cards to see how do men view you. So Spirit, help me to choose the right channeled message cards to convey the ultimate truth to pile number one about how men view them. How are men viewing pile number one? Sweet and nurturing. See, when they get to know you, if you allow them to get to know you, let's say they earn your trust, you can be very sweet and nurturing like the Queen of Cups. And, you know, it just takes some time because you're not going to give it all away at first. You have your guard up with men, it looks like, and they need to earn that trust so that you can be sweet and nurturing because you don't want to be hurt, okay? All right, Spirit, what else? Treat you like royalty. They feel like, men feel like they want to treat you really well because you look like somebody who already has everything you need, all right? But if they're lucky enough to get you in a romantic capacity, they are going to want to treat you really, really well so that they can hold on to you because they know that they don't want to take you for granted. And so they're likely to want to treat you like royalty if they're lucky enough to get you in a romantic capacity. And a lot of the men from your past, if you've been with them in a romantic capacity, are still stuck on you to this day. You're very, very attractive, and you sort of ooze this attractiveness. And without even trying, you attract many people, many, many men, and a lot of men do get stuck on you. So just know that. Okay, do you remember how I said in the beginning that you've got men that are looking at your social media, looking at pictures of you, and thinking how attractive you are? That's coming out again. Some men are afraid to approach you, but they do think that you're very attractive. And so they are looking at your social media, be it Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or any other platform. They're looking and watching you. With the star here, you could very well be popular with the public. You could have amassed a small amount of fame for yourself. Maybe you've made a name for yourself. If you have, this has been hard work for you, but you've done a good job of this, Spirit is saying. So pat yourself on the back for that because you've done a good job. All right, what else, Spirit? Some men would want to sacrifice everything to be with you because you're quite the catch, is what Spirit is saying. You're quite the catch. Because of who you are as a person, overall, many men would want to be with you in a romantic way. You appear to men as very focused on yourself and very focused on your goals and wanting to get ahead, okay? And like I said, this could be very intimidating to some men, and to other men, it might be a real turn on, okay? It might be something that they view as a strength of yours. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. In fact, many men would find this to be very appealing about you. And they obviously do, because many men have gotten stuck on you from the past because of who you are. You could be quite blunt with your expression. All right, I believe I said that in the beginning, that you could be very blunt, okay? You speak your truth. And that was coming out to me very intensely in the beginning of this reading, that you really speak your mind. You don't give away all of your emotions until you trust someone, but you can be very blunt and very intense. But you're very open to love, and this is one of your fondest traits, is that you're very open. And so men, as they get to know you, find out, wow, this person is very open to love and very, very nurturing. And it totally surprises them because they see you as having a hard exterior. Okay, you may even have Cancer in your chart, because oftentimes with Cancerians, they have a hard outer shell, but they're really very sensitive in their nature. But it can be like a protective thing. Okay, and so if you don't have Cancer somewhere in your chart, you're just embodying that kind of trait that sometimes people think as a defense mechanism, that you protect yourself, but inside you're really very sensitive. Okay, but men see you as confident, and this is all going together. This is all of these things are coming together. Also, they see you as somebody who can see right through them. You don't tolerate BS. It's just like I said before, like you're almost like a human lie detector. You know when somebody's trying to play you. Because you've been played before in the past, you know how to detect BS right when it starts, okay? Oh my goodness, we got stuck on you and addicted to you. You definitely get men addicted to you. Addicted to your energy, addicted to your body. Okay, it's like, yeah, you could have a lot of followers too who are addicted to tuning in to watching you if you're in the public eye. You could have a lot of men that are obsessing over you. And you often have really great ideas. And men find you fascinating because of the way you think, because of the way you operate. And a lot of men do fall in love with you. They fall in love with you. All right. Pile number 1, I hope that you've enjoyed this. And if you have, please like this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel so you can be part of my YouTube family. I would love to have you be part of my YouTube family. And if you do, please turn on that notifications bell so that you can be notified as I upload new videos. And if you would like a further personal reading, you can find all the information needed for that in my description box below. I love you all so much. thank you to all my returning subscribers for being here with me. Stay beautiful, and thank you again so much for watching. Bye-bye. Hi, pile number 2. So if you chose image number 2 or this crystal geode, then you're in the right spot. All right, so I will begin with the Alki deck just to kind of see. Whoa, I guess that wanted to come out. All right, so Spirit, I'm still going to say my prayer that I always say. Spirit, please be here now with me as I deliver messages to pile number 2, all about how do men view them. All right, I am going to be using the Alki deck. I'm going to be using my Unity deck, which I created. If you're interested in purchasing a deck for yourself, you can find all that information that you need to find out about that in the description box below. I'm going to be using the Light Seers Tarot, and I'm going to be using the Everyday Witch and some channeled message cards along with my own intuition. So let's go ahead and reveal what it is that Spirit wants you to know about how men view you. Ooh, I like this. So men view you as a person of mystery. You know, you're somebody who is mystical. You're someone who has a lot of secrets. They feel like you must be someone who has many secrets, and that you know a lot about occult knowledge, that you're a very deep thinker, and also many men view you to just have this kind of like almost like dark beauty about you. If you're a female watching this, you come across as a dark beauty, but also they see a mix. What I'm really picking up with this is a mix of feminine energy mixed with masculine energy. You're a good mix between the two, but you have a lot of feminine flair if you're a female watching this. And also they see you as someone who has almost like this face of a doll. If you're a female watching this, you have almost like a porcelain doll type of face. Your skin is very glowy, and you come across as very, very beautiful, physically attractive. Okay, that's one thing that is striking about you. You have a striking physical appearance, and your eyes seem to really pop, okay? And they're noticeable. All right, so Spirit, what else can you tell us about how do men view pile number 2? Now, I always shuffle until, wow, those wanted to come out. I always shuffle until I get a tingling sensation in my heart chakra. Okay. Oh my gosh. That's just confirmation that men see you as very intuitive. You have almost like gypsy vibes, okay, about you. And they just take one look at you. Now, this could be your aesthetic. You might have like a witchy aesthetic, okay? Maybe you like to wear dark colors. Or maybe you like bohemian flair. Could be something about your jewelry that just kind of says, hey, you know, this is me. And you're very, very aware. Now, do you see how she's got her eyes closed? But if you look closely, they're actually, you can see her eyes are open. Even with her eyes closed, her sight is very sharp. Her third eye, the inner eye is open. And that's you. That's how men perceive you. 4 of Cups, you're never boring. Wow, do you ever captivate men's attentions? Okay, but they notice you for sure. 9 of Swords, they feel like you could be a heartbreaker. And they feel like you must have a lot of options presented to you, because with the 8 of Pentacles, that's all about having a lot of choices. So men view you as extremely physically attractive, but that you could almost like know their deepest, darkest secrets and read them like a book. With the Nine of Swords there, I feel like some men have some trepidation to approach you because they might feel like, yeah, you're a heartbreaker. Like they're afraid to fall in love with you. And just one look and men can fall in love with you. Wow, I have chills. You're everything that basically they want in a partner. You're the ideal person. Many men find you to be attractive on all levels: body, mind, and spirit. Out in the cold, many men view you that they have to be careful with you because they are afraid. Like I said, they view you as a heartbreaker. They're afraid that if they approach you in a romantic capacity, that they're going to be left out in the cold. You're going to somehow, like, leave them behind. They have this fear, and it's because they're afraid that you're going to see right through them, through their intentions and everything, and see something, and they feel very vulnerable. It's almost like a fear. Some men fear you, okay? But there's nothing to fear when it comes to you, because the only thing you will see is truth. And you will keep away the men that are not good for you, and you will attract positive men in your life. And I think this is good. This is actually a good thing, that you have some men that are afraid to approach you, because those are the ones you don't want anyways, okay? You don't want those men as friends. You don't want those men as lovers. Those men that view you as a heartbreaker, it's because they have a guilty conscience, and they don't want you to see their true self, okay? So you really do give off the vibe that you can see through them. Five of Swords. Okay, you are so attractive and such a prize that many men view that they have too much competition. And so they sometimes just give up before they even try. But again, I feel like it's those men who are not confident and are not at your level. And it's a kind of a good way to sort them out. And so again, I think this is good. But just know that some men do feel like if they were to get in line to be with you, they would just be in a line of many other men who want to be with you, because you do have all these options. And because there's other men that are competing for your attention. Because this card is often about competition with others. And so they don't want to fail. They don't want to feel like they failed. So a lot of times men won't even try to approach you. And those are not the kind of men you want anyway. So just remember that, okay? Many men view you as someone who is like able to get things that you want. A magical manifester. They see you as abundant and really a manifester. And like I said, I think this can intimidate some men, that you're very much a manifester. You could have some men thinking you're a witch, okay, or witchy. And because they see you with, kind of like some qualities that remind them of someone who's into like witchcraft or new age or whatever. And, if these men are intimidated by that, you don't want them around anyway. Okay. But that's how some men see you. It's like magical, and it scares them. Some men, it scares them. Okay. Especially men who have very rigid beliefs, is what Spirit is saying. Because you are definitely a magical person. All right. What else, Spirit? Two of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. wow, you definitely cause some men to feel like they can't do as much as you or something. It's a very intimidating feeling. They feel like you know more about spirituality than them, and they can never do right. So this is one of the reasons why some men will not approach you or are afraid of you. It's because they can only see the faults about themselves, and it's like if they feel like it's being brought to the surface or highlighted in your presence because they feel so guilty that you can see who they truly are. But like I said, like, you don't want those men anyway. But many men see you as somebody who's like a planner. With the Two of Pentacles, that's all about planning and also balance. You're very well balanced, and a lot of men find you to be interesting because you really do go after what you want. And not only that, like, you're not extremely shy, and with the Two of Pentacles, you're extremely well balanced with your body, mind, and spirit, and you radiate that. And so it's kind of a mixed bag when it comes to men and how men view you, because not every man is the same. Some men find you to be a magical creature that's like fascinating. And some men find you to be intimidating because they know that you know things, or they could have a fear, or just think that, oh, you're witchy, or, I don't know. Some people are afraid of that. So they could have a fear of that. Okay, now I would like to go into the channeled message cards, okay? How are men viewing pile number 2? Put yourself out there. All right, men can see that you're definitely not shy. You put yourself out there, and you're very confident in yourself and who you are, and that really shines through. All right, many men see you that you're not just a booty call. You're so much more than that. So men who have been with you, they know that you're a person of substance. And I'm sure you've probably never been just a booty call to anyone because you're so fascinating. And, some people can't say that, but you can definitely say that you've never been a booty call. Men tend to fall in love with your personality. It's like love or hate. Either they love you or they hate you. It's a very strong dichotomy of how they feel. Okay, but the men that fall in love with you, they tend to get stuck on you because of your intrigue, is what Spirit is saying. Yep, exactly. They can't get over you. So they cannot get over you once they get to know you on a deep level. They can't get over you. They get stuck on you. Now, you could have Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer in your chart. But not necessarily, but that's kind of what I'm picking up on for this pile. Also, I don't know why, but Spirit saying Aquarian energy. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. What else, Spirit? You're a good listener. So a lot of men find you to be somebody who is nurturing, has great advice. I'm also picturing like the Queen of Pentacles, because she's somebody who gives really good advice. So you could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But whatever your sign is, it doesn't really matter, because basically what it is that you have really good energy and you're a great listener. Oh my gosh, I cannot make this up. Witchy vibes. Yeah, so many men are actually intimidated because they feel like you have witchy vibes, and like they don't want you to see who they really are, and they also are afraid of this, okay? They don't understand you or what you believe in. And like I said, these are not the kind of men you want around anyways. some men want to help you. They just like when they meet you, they automatically want to do things for you. They want to serve you. They may want to help you around your house or just do little favors for you to please you. So they really turn into the kind of men that are all about acts of service. And many men want to help you. You may get men holding doors for you, especially if you're a female watching this. You may get a lot of men that hold doors open for you or offer to help you to carry things. It's not that you appear helpless. It's just that there's something about you that makes men want to help you and be of aid or assistance to you. But yeah, like I said, some men are intimidated by you. Like, I cannot make this up out of all these cards. And that came out. Yes, you do intimidate some men because of your inner knowing. But so many men find you to be exciting. Like, genuinely exciting as a person. You're chasing after your goals, and that's very ambitious, and a lot of men see you as chasing after your goals and kind of see you as someone who has a lot of drive and impetus to make things happen. And many men that get involved with you in a romantic sense, they find you to be a keeper. That's why you're not just a booty call, you're a keeper. You are someone who is marriage material, okay, if you're a female watching this. You're a cheerleader. You often encourage men, okay, to be their best, to be the best version of themselves. And some men might even call you an angel or refer to you as an angel. But try to watch out for some men who might try to trauma bond with you, okay? Because there's some men that would try to, like, tell you their heart and soul and, like, try to trauma bond with you. So there's, like, you might have had that in the past. Somebody who came to you and told you that they've been through a lot, and, like, you know, because maybe you've been through a lot, they might have tried to use that to bond with you. So just know that and be aware of that. But overall, I like your energy, and I feel like I resonate with your energy because it's kind of, I like your aesthetic, and I like your vibes, your witchy vibes. Those that are intimidated by you are not meant for you anyways, so keep being you. You're awesome. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please like or comment. I always read those comments, and I always reply. And please subscribe to my channel if you're new, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here. I love you all so very much. Stay beautiful, pile number 2. Until next time, bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. So if you chose image 3 or this red jasper, you're in the right place. So today we're going to be looking into how do men view you. It's going to be very insightful, very, very informative. So I'm just going to say a little prayer to Spirit before we begin. Spirit, please be here now with me as I deliver messages to pile number 3, all about how do men view pile number 3. Please help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages that resonate with pile number 3. Thank you, Spirit. And thank you all for being here. I am so excited. So today I will be using my Unity deck, which I created using my own digital art. If you're interested in purchasing a deck for yourself, you can find more information on how to do that in my description box below. Okay, I am going to also be using the Light Seers Tarot deck, which I think is beautiful. It has beautiful imagery. And I'm going to be using the Everyday Witch because it's one of my favorites. I really like the illustrations. And I'm going to be using one of my newest decks called the El Key. And it's a really, really beautiful deck because it has all of these pictures of very strong females And it's very empowering. And I think it's really cool. It gives a depth to the readings. And then I'm going to be using some channeled message cards, which I channeled from Spirit this morning. So I'm really excited and looking forward to finding out how men view you. So I'm going to shuffle until I feel a tingling sensation in my heart chakra, and then I know it's time to stop. Whoa, okay, Spirit. I love that when that happens. It's like that card wanted to come out, so that's the card. And I always trust that, you know, whatever card comes flying out, that one wanted to come out for you. So I'm super excited to reveal what this is. Oh, she who rises up, Pearl, empower, uplift, elevate. So men view you as someone who uplifts others, someone who has risen from the ashes like the phoenix, someone very strong, very empowered. Talk about empowerment. I was just saying something about how I liked this deck because it's very empowering. And with the pearl there, the pearl is all about seeing you as someone who is empowered. And this is a very good trait to have, okay? And many men find you to be pleasing because of this. Very strong, but not overpowering. With the pearl, it really is truly like kind of resonant of the phoenix in the way that that mythical bird of fire rises from the ashes and has a very determined focus. Men see you in this way that you're very clear and steady and very determined, and that you have now become a beacon that is helping others. You very well could be seen as someone who teaches others. Because of your strength, you're able to impart your knowledge and your wisdom and some really good advice to people who are less fortunate than you or who are going through a difficult time. Your experiences have shaped you into the person that you are, and you're beautiful. You uplift other people, and this truly shows. Okay, what a wonderful way to start out this beautiful reading. Spirit, how else do men view pile number 3? How else do men view pile number 3? Okay, so pile number 3, men view you as someone who is a hard worker. But they also see you with the Knight of Pentacles as someone who has a lot to offer. So you're someone who brings a lot to the table. You're financially doing well. You have a great work ethic, and it shows. Your attractiveness is something that stands out. Your physical beauty is something that catches the eyes of many men. With the Knight of Wands here, you could be a fire sign. You could very well be an earth sign too with the Knight of Pentacles. So you could either be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, or embody those traits. Or you could have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries somewhere in your birth chart and be very, I want to say like embodying those traits, okay? You're fiery, you're passionate, you have a lot of zest for life and for everything you do. You're not afraid to take that time for yourself, to rest, to be still, to go within. And you're also not a hurried person, and men can tell this about you. You're very, you're meticulous, you take your time with everything. You are careful, you are cautious, you don't rush into things. And I do find that many men find this to be interesting about you because some people are rushing, but you're not like that. You are a peaceful person and you omit a deep knowledge about you. Okay, and this is in your auric field. We've got Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces here. You could embody these traits. This is really funny to me that all of these are coming out because these are describing how men view you. So men view you as someone quite intuitive and someone quite in touch with your emotions, and you have a high emotional IQ. Many men feel that you have a grip on your feelings and emotions. You're not, pouring out your heart and soul to just everybody. You have emotional control. Okay. But you have a maturity about your emotions. The depth of your emotions run very deep. You feel everything so intensely, but you're not going around taking it out on other people. You are in control, okay? The Knight of Pentacles tells me that you're in control of your emotions. You're very well balanced with your earthy qualities and your spirituality. You're not a little bit, you're not too earthy and you're not too, when I say earthy, I mean grounded in this reality. You are grounded in this reality, but not too much. You're a really healthy balance between grounded on the earth plane and spiritual. You are very well balanced. And men can tell this about you. You don't seem to be chaotic. You have control of your emotions. Some people don't, but you do. You are displaying a really good sense of control over your emotions. With the Two of Wands here, men view you as someone who they would like to have on their team. You're a team player. You have this ability to plan things. You're always, planning for the future or planning ahead. And you seem very happy to plan. So you're not sporadic. You really don't go for spontaneity too much. You like to plan things. That's what really stands out about you in a way to men, is that they find you to be almost strategic in a way, calculated and mature. With the Wheel of Fortune here, many men see you as a good luck charm. You're somebody who they want in their corner, is what Spirit is telling me. You're somebody to definitely have in their corner because of the many good assets that you bring to the table. What else, Spirit? How else do men view pile number 3? Many men, if you're a female watching this, a lot of men fall in love with you. Even the cats here, their tails form a heart. And these two people are holding hands. And the Lovers is indicative of two things. One, a lot of men fall in love with you very fast. And the second thing is that you are very well connected with Spirit and with other people. You're a good networker. You have excellent communication skills. You know how to articulate your feelings. And you do it in a very mature and professional way. You conduct yourself in a professional manner that has a maturity of that of someone with an old soul, okay? Your eyes even convey that you have an old soul. And I think that many men find this to be interesting about you and fascinating about you. Also, you have a tattoo. You could have a tattoo somewhere on your back or your arm that is very appealing to men, and they may find it to be very alluring about you because it's very beautiful. It could be angel wings or something like that, okay? Or something very almost like whimsical, but it has a lot of meaning to you. And even if you don't have a tattoo, this may not apply to you, but for those of you who do, men can, when they get a glimpse of your tattoo, they see a little edgy side of you that they really, really like. It's appealing to a lot of men. Your marriage material. A lot of men, if you're a female watching this, a lot of men that are viewing you view you as wife material or marriage material. They want to have the baby with you, the kids with you, even, you know, maybe a little pet. And like I said, people fall in love with you really fast. Men fall in love with you very fast. You are stable. I just heard that. Spirit said, you are stable. You are reliable. King of Swords, you have a very calming voice and you always speak your truth. The King of Swords is all about Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy or air sign energy. You could be one of those people who men can find a little bit aloof at times, okay? And that they want to work hard to get your affection and your attention. With the King of Swords there. Swords can also be indicative of someone who enjoys watching you. So a lot of men enjoy watching you, and sometimes this can even be indicative of people spying on your social media. So many men like to enjoy looking at pictures of you on your social media, whether that be YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, it doesn't matter what. If you've got a picture on the internet, you better believe that men are looking at your photographs. And because you're attractive, that's one of the things that they're automatically attracted to is your looks, okay, before they even know you. Then once they get to know you, they're like, wow, this person is really stable, not only attractive, but stable, emotionally intelligent, and all of these wonderful things. So that makes you unique. Now, the next thing that I'm going to get into is the channeled message cards from Spirit. So Spirit, how do men view pile number 3? You are very honest. Okay. That's what the swords is indicative as well. You're very honest. You speak your mind. Okay. You don't like or appreciate lies. You'd rather somebody tells you the truth, even if the truth might hurt. It's better than being told a falsehood or a lie. And men respect this about you in the workplace or even personally. You are a very honest person. You have very divine feminine qualities. Now, when I say divine feminine qualities, I mean you are very nurturing. You help people, very helpful. You have a creativity about you, and it's like everything you touch is beautiful. You make things beautiful. And you have a very magical, healing touch. That's what Spirit is telling me. So many men find your hands to be very beautiful, okay? Especially if you're a female watching this. But if you're a man watching this, you have very strong hands and healing hands. Whether you're a male or a female watching this, you have very healing qualities. You make an impact on others. So men view you as making an impact on this world. And they see you as someone who has high standards. And I feel like, you know, this is why they have to work for your attention. Maybe they remember how I said that you might come off as someone a little bit aloof, someone they have to work for your attention. It's because you have high standards, and rightly so, because you are a high quality person, a high value person. So you have high standards. You lead other people to their right path. You're very helpful. This might be how you're making an impact on others. You could be a teacher. I think I said that in the beginning, or someone who definitely empowers others, uplifts others, elevates others. Okay, you could be a spiritual teacher. You could even practice yoga and be a yoga instructor, or some kind of spiritual guru that's helping people find their dharmic path. You could be a fellow tarot reader. You could be doing a multiple, different things. This one I'm not going to use because it has a word in it that I can't say if I want to be monetized. So I'm not going to use that one, but just know that I will tell you that it means that you're very attractive, okay? People see your physical attractiveness, and men notice this about you, which I already touched upon anyway, but that was just, I have to be very careful with the YouTube standards, okay? So anyways, you make others reflect and be honest with themselves. So you are the type of person that men notice. Here again with your honesty. You're honest with others too, but you're honest with yourself. You don't lie to yourself. This is part of your strength. You're a person of character. And you truly are, I feel like you are in a teacher role of some capacity because of your ability to make others reflect and be honest with themselves, and the fact that you're leading people to their right path. I mean, yeah. And you're making such an impact in this world. I feel like if you're not teaching, if you have thought about being in some kind of a teacher role, let this be your green light from spirit that you would be an excellent teacher because you have so much to offer. You do inspire others to become better, and you're full of compassion. Many men want to protect you. When they meet you, they want to protect you, even though you may not need a lot of protecting. Many men want to protect you. This is just how they feel about you. Many men feel like you might reject them. They're not sure because you do come off as a little bit aloof at times, and you have such high standards. Some men may feel like your standards are too high, and they may feel like you're out of their league because they feel you might reject them. So some men are a little bit shy or intimidated to approach you. Okay? Some men, they have trust issues. If the man has trust issues, they're definitely not going to want to approach you because they see you as making such an impact, or somebody so powerful, somebody of high stature. Even if this is like a spiritual kind of stature, they see you as elevated. And men that have trust issues are not going to want to approach you. Okay? Two sides. Some men could see that they think that you might have two sides to you. Sometimes with men, they might think, oh, that person is happy and I know I can expect them to be in a good mood. But sometimes men see you and they're like, I don't know if you have like a serious face when your face is just in a resting motion, but some people might look at you and say, is something wrong? And truly there's nothing wrong, but it looks like you might be a little bit upset, but you're just thinking hard. Some people call this a resting bee face. But anyways, some men think that you might have a dual nature or have two sides, and they never know what they're going to get with you. I really do feel like you are very, consistent with who you are. It's just that this is how some men are perceiving you, as like, they don't know who you really are. You're kind of a mystery to figure out for some men. Okay? You don't exactly go around telling everybody, every man, every little detail about yourself. And so you come across as really quite mysterious. You give genuine compliments. So men that actually know you, when you give compliments to them, they really believe you and it means a great deal to them, and they see you as having a generous heart and a generous spirit. They see you as very mystical, very spiritual, and extremely strong. And you make many men curious about you. You make men very, very curious about you. Like, who is this person? Okay. And part of it, like I said, is that you're very attractive, but also it's your personality and your auric field. Wow. This has been so interesting, and I love your energy pile number 3. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're new. Please be sure to like this video or leave me a comment. If you leave me a comment, I will always respond. I love getting your feedback. And if you need a further personal reading, do be sure to check out my description box below for more information on how you can obtain a personal reading from me. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching my videos. You all mean so much to me. I love you all so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Stay beautiful, pile number 3. Bye.